Hello and welcome back to the Feed Pod. How are we? It's the end of season 1 already. Can we believe it? We had this plan to launch a podcast, and the person sat opposite me now is quite integral in making me do that, or certainly giving me the space, the expertise, and the advice to do so. So, welcoming to the Feed Pod, I will say, how are we? Rich Thrower from Motion Focus Media.
How are we?
Rich, thank you very much for coming on the Feed Pod. And,
no problem.
And with that, let's dive straight into it. You were integral in making me do this, or helping me do this. Let's not say make.
Mate, and let's also start off by saying, let's not beat around the bush. You really didn't want to do this. But on that, I think you've absolutely smashed it, mate.
Appreciate it, mate.
So from me, well done, because it's not an easy thing to start. Nobody sees the workings that go around in the background. It's not just like sat down doing the podcast as well, which is awkward in itself sometimes. But it's all the making in the background, everything that goes onto it, and planning, everything out and uploading, planning and stuff like that. So well done, mate.
Thanks.
You smashed it. You've done
Appreciate
really well.
it. And do you know what that was off the back of as well? Is seeing yours, seeing the environment that we're in, that a lot of people have mentioned to me since. Where's that being done? How good it looks. So that's why I wanted to kind of get that out there as well. That the advice I sat in here, God knows how many times, going, I am going to do it, mate. I am going to do it. I am going to shoot it, mate. And do you know what? We've just been talking about the feed group, its evolution, the new website, which will be live by the time this is out. But those 4 pillars that make the feed group what they are: creative agency, the feed mag, the feed pod, which we're now obviously live and rolling with the end of season 1, and the events. So there's the 4 pillars of our business. And I always sat in here with you, told you that vision, and was like, I will get there. And here we are.
And you have?
End of August, and we're here.
You've battered it.
There we go. Brilliant. So to keep it true to what we've done with everyone else, let's dive into who you are and where Motion Focus Media comes from. I'm only smiling because, I think we've both said a couple of times are we nervous about this? No, we're not nervous.
It's everybody else that's nervous, I think.
I think we're going to have to be... this is going to be a big edit on this one, so we'll try and keep it as short as possible. But yeah, go on. I want to know, actually, because I don't. I know the military side of it, and it's something that I'm sure we're going to talk about a lot. But where did Motion Focus Media come from? How did you get into it? Who is Rich Thrower?
Total accident, I'll be completely honest. So I was working as an operations director for a global security company for years. Always been sort of in security, once left the army.
Yeah.
And just by chance, so I used to race motorbikes.
Right.
So during one of the rounds in the British Championship Supermoto, my bike blew up and spat me off. So I had a big old crash and went to get my engine rebuilt. And basically the guy said, I can't rebuild your engine in time for the next round. So I was like, right, okay, no, Ivor, I'm not going to be able to ride. So I said to the club owner, just sort of off chance, I said, I'm sure my sister's got like a rubbish little camera at home. I said, what if, because I can't ride, I'll do like a funny little video for the club and I'll put it together. I'll try and put it together. And I'd never touched a camera in my life. So I'll try and put it together and we'll put it on YouTube and we'll just see what it does. It'll just be funny to have. So I did that, and I was literally like on YouTube, like trackside, trying to like go on YouTube how to use this camera, all manual camera settings, and was like, this is just a nightmare. Nearly getting run over.
All the days of AI tracking.
Literally, yeah. Well, even that, this was September 2021.
Right. Okay.
And so we did that, edited it. It took me bloody God knows how long to edit, but it was a very long time. Like.
In what did you edit it in at the time, Dolby?
No, Final Cut. Final Cut. No, sorry. It went on to Final Cut. I was on my iPad.
All right.
It was on it was like
the movie thing.
Yeah, like iMovie. So we did that. I put it on YouTube, and I thought nothing else of it because I was flat out at work anyway. And Dave, the club owner, rang me and was like, bloody hell. He said, this has gone mental. I was like, what? He says, the video on YouTube. Looked on YouTube. This was like a week after then. I looked on YouTube. It had 22,000 plays.
Wow.
It brought this was within a week, $5,000, like $5 and a bit grand worth of entries, spectator fees, all, everything else. And this is like a small club championship as well. So Dave was like, right, Rich, you need to do one of them now for every single round. And we just did like a little highlights video. They're still on YouTube now. You need to do one of these little highlights videos. and I'll just pay you every time, and you don't have to pay for racing. So I was like, oh, laughing, I'll save a bit of money paying for racing. So I'd go starting doing these little highlights videos for the club, and within 3 months, 4 months, I was doing them for British Superbikes, World Superbikes in Navarra.
That's crazy. I don't
British
know.
Mini Motor Championship, World Enduro, like everything. Every major championship in the UK wanted these like little highlights videos.
Do you feel like you tell that story enough for Motion Focus? Because then, right, so go into our world now. I'm a client, you're sat with them. What's your why? Who are you? The personality bit, all the bits that will tell a client that you need to get across. I don't know that about you.
Yeah.
But when have you told the story?
I don't know. I've done on a few podcasts and stuff.
Exactly. Is it on the site? Is it, it's not copywritten anywhere?
No. It's just on a couple of podcasts and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
But yeah, so...
Isn't that funny when you take your own advice as well? 'Cause that's the first thing you'd tell a client to do.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Absolutely, 100%. So started doing it, and it just blew up. So I used to work Monday to still as an ops director for a security company. So I was working like 6 till 6 Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
So I was getting home from Runcorn at like 7 o'clock at night.
Rat race.
And it was just mental, mate, right? And we'll
Kids
go
at
into
that time
that.
as well, obviously 2021. So
Yeah. So I would work Monday to Friday because I was then so busy with the video stuff and it was all motorsport, so it was all weekend. So I'd be working.
Passion was outweighing it massively.
100%, yeah. I did a lot of them for free. But I was working Monday to Friday with the security, 6 till 6. I'd then get home, have my tea, jump straight onto an iPad at the time or the laptop when I eventually got one, and was editing to like 2 in the morning, go to sleep, wake up at 5, go back to Runcorn, do that. Then Friday'd come, I'd go back, have my tea, pack the van or pack my car, and then I'd go racing, go to racing. And that was like Saturday, Sunday. And it got to, I was never at home. I was never at home for like a full on year.
Breaking point of that, isn't it?
Yeah. But I was enjoying it. Like, they obviously weren't seeing the family and stuff like that as much, which was crap. But started making really good money out of it.
Yeah, and I was enjoying that side, but the ops direct side of it, I guess, completely just falling out of love with.
Oh, massive. I mean, I hated it anyway. Cut a long story short, it got bought out by a new company. The new company was absolutely brilliant, but the old company went bump because there were money laundering, there was drug money involved, and bloody gangsters from Liverpool, and it was just messy.
Yeah,
absolutely. And because I'd gone there from a new I was working at Alfa Romeo at the time, and then gone to work there. Now, I'd gone from a company that no matter how crap it is, almost like the army, no matter how crap it is, you have to get the job done. To go into a company where nobody was doing any work because money was coming out from everywhere.
Right, okay, yeah.
So I was sort of public enemy number one. It was all open span office. And it got to the point, mate, where I just hated everything what I did. Like, I was paranoid. Everyone was trying to shaft me.
Yeah.
Because nobody there was doing any work.
Yeah. Because it was all right.
Because that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I literally, I was sat at the Manchester airport, and I was getting a plane to Spain to go and film the testing at Navarra for BSB. And I got an email from HR saying, "Oh, we really need to have
you told me this.
Yeah. So they said need to have a performance review on how you've performed last month, and there's a couple of issues." And I was just like, I sat there, mate, and I was just like, "What am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, I hate what I do."
Yeah.
And I was like, and a just complete moment of insanity. It was like, "Fuck it, I'm doing it."
Yeah, see ya.
And I didn't consult the wife first either. And I just emailed
That's
her
always
back.
useful.
I literally just looked around and was like, I'm on my way to Spain, all expenses paid, getting loads of money.
Oh, is that with work?
Yeah. So that was to film for BSB.
Oh, sorry, that was filming, right?
Yeah. So then I just sat there and I was like, what am I doing? Like, I'm so unhappy. Like, and I've always worked for someone, so this was like scary.
Yeah, I'm the same, yeah.
And I just went, do you know what? I'm just going to email back. And I literally just sent her the shittiest email back. And I just went, do you know what, love? Fuck you. You've got your wish. I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm out.
And just put my laptop down. I rang Curse and was like, just letting you know, I've just quit my job. And she was like, you've done what? I was like, I've just quit my job.
It's funny. Do you know what? With 2021 and all those time periods, where are we now? We're 5. So I'm probably the year before that, maybe. Yeah, maybe. It's funny how everyone in our position, around about our ages, well, not necessarily our ages, actually, there's lots of people that have started up over the last after COVID.
Yeah,
I hate mentioning COVID, but we will one last time. That have sort of had the same thing.
Yeah.
Sick of the rat race. I'm done with this. Life's too short.
Yeah.
Away we go. I had a similar situation where I'd gone through an interview process and I needed the job, right? So I'm in that bit where it's not quite going where I want it to go, and I want this particular job, but I needed it for car, fuel card, salary, all the things that come with the sales director
the safety net.
Yeah, the golden handcuffs, I think I got. I remember getting told. And I went through this process, recording myself doing a presentation. I think was point number 1. I met them. There was a couple more online. Writing a presentation. What would I do in training the sales team? And it got down. There was 2 of us left, and they rang me and said, "We want you to potentially do this particular thing." And I'm at this point now where I don't even care about the product. It was mattresses, right?
Yeah.
It's a mattress company, a well-known mattress company. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about mattresses. I don't care.
Don't even know anything about mattresses.
Yeah, and then honestly, I didn't. The training of the sales team, I was quite interested in. But other than that, I wasn't up for this.
Yeah.
And I remember the guy rang me late on, and we were in Abersock actually, away with Sarah and some family. And did we have? Yeah, we had Alfie at the time. And I remember going into it and going, I'm not doing it. Whatever that thing is that I've been sort of doing a little bit of and helping out and doing bits of this and bits of that.
Yeah.
Because that was it. It was the end of COVID. I told the company I was working for I wasn't going back. And then I had this interview and I'd gone through this process. I'm like, I've told them stick it.
Amazing.
I've got to, whatever this is, I've got to make it work. I've got to make it work
100%
tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's weird because, and I just was like, I'm just done. I'm not jumping through hoops. I'm not for something I don't even want. I will quit in X amount of months. So you'll drive me into the ground.
Yeah.
Because even this process has broken me.
Mate, it got to the point, right? And this is just the scope of how unhappy I was. Like, so it was a rule in our house that nobody would talk to me as soon as I walked through the door.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So this is how stressed out I used to get, is the fact that, and it's horrible to say, like, but like, I would get home, Kirsch would see like on the tracker where I am on my phone, run me a bath.
Yeah.
I'd walk through the door, go straight upstairs, get in the bath for an hour and just sit there and just decompress. Because if anyone like engaged or something annoyed me, I would just fly off the handle.
Yeah.
And it's completely wrong.
Do you know what? How many people are living in that now?
Oh, mate.
And as well,
99% of people.
Yeah, and I would say that leads to then a lot of the problems that me and you have discussed as well with unhealthy lifestyle, drinking. It's the weekend. I need to unwind.
Yeah.
Stress levels, as you quite rightly say, and then striving for something else as well, like being unhappy.
Yeah,
it's just. I say this a lot, and I can't remember who I was saying it to a couple of days ago. Just like done with that. If you are genuinely do feel like that life is way too short. More money will come from somewhere else, even if it's less money, and the happiness that it'll give you.
So I used to think, right, and this was only until probably I'd say 3 years ago. I'm that person who was like, money is everything, money is it, money is that, money is that, and I hope someone watches this and genuinely learn something, like, because I was that guy who was like, yeah, but I can't leave this because I was on 102.5 grand a year. I had a company car, gold Amex card that I could spend whatever I wanted to, like everything, fuel paid for.
That you would consider that you wanted.
Everything that everybody would ever say, you've made it, that's the goal, you get paid more than anyone else. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. All this, but I swear to God, I have never, ever, ever been so unhappy. And when I made that decision to quit my job, honestly, I have my life has only just started 3 years ago.
Yeah, no, mate, I'm
genuinely
so in exactly the same boat. And albeit, I felt I cared before, and I felt like I worked hard.
I did. I used to work my socks off, mate.
But I don't think I do compared to what I do now. Because of the love and the. And don't get me wrong, the rewards are far less, aren't they? Especially at the start.
Unbelievable.
If you fucking pay yourself
worked it out, we'd get paid frigging £2 an hour.
By hours. Yeah, God, of course. Yeah.
But it's that whole, not generation, that whole belief, right? When I made that decision to quit my job, oh my God, when I told everyone that I'd done it, people fell out with me. Family, I wouldn't say they are. Family were like, you're an idiot. What are you doing? You're never going to get a job like that ever again. You need to put your differences aside and sort your head out and stop. And out. Now, I would go to work. This is God's honest truth. And Kirsty was like, have a good day. And I'd turn around at the door and go, I'm probably going to kill someone today. And she'd like laugh it off, sort of thing. But genuinely, Ross, right? In my head, that was exactly what was going to happen. Honest. And if somebody would rub me up, not saying that I would, but that's how you felt,
Yeah,
and that's
totally.
that is a horrible, horrible place to be. Like
I've been there, mate. Yeah, I remember saying to a friend, Kat, that runs the Bloom Edit in Nantwich. She's from the ex-corporate world. Now she's in Bloom Edit and really enjoying life, and albeit working a lot harder or not a lot harder, but doing something she really loves. And I told her about when I used to drive to Manchester to Oldham in the sales director role, and I'm going there, and the good guys actually. A lot weren't within the business, but a lot were. But I just didn't like it. I didn't like getting up. I didn't like the anxiety of even driving there. I didn't. It was just all stuff that just wasn't me anymore. I wasn't in that corporate world anymore. Albeit I knew where I was going, or should have known where I was going. And I remember driving down the M6 going, I hope I crash. Just a broken leg, just an arm and a leg broken. I don't want to kill anyone or be killed. I just want a good 12 weeks.
But what an insane way of thinking, though. Like,
I genuinely have
now you drive down the M6 and you think, God, if I crash, I've got to have 2 months off work. I'm not going to be able to pay the bill. A day.
I remember that feeling. God, that's mad. And do you know what? Isn't it crazy the synergies on where we're at in terms of similar paths with that?
Mate, I drill it into everyone now. Like, not trying to, because I hate seeing, and even mates and stuff, I hate seeing people now who were in that same, and this is why I've set up the peak potential thing, because I can't stand seeing people who were in that exactly the same position as I was, and I know how unhappy people, and I always say now, listen, if you can, do something that makes you happy and monetize that. And you will never work another day in your life. Still to this day, I think I'm cheating on life and doing something wrong because I genuinely feel like I feel like I'm doing something wrong in the sense of you don't feel like you're at work because you really enjoy what I do. And some people say, oh, well, you're an idiot now. Still do the idiot comments. Oh, you work too much. You do this too much. Like, you get off your laptop, do this, do that. And I'm like, I'm not forcing myself to. I enjoy what I do. Yeah. It's not a problem. Just because you don't like.
Switching off's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the kids and that. And I must admit, I've my wife's away at the moment in Ibiza on a hen do, and it's me and the boys.
It's all right for some, isn't it?
Albeit she'll be back, and hope you had a good time. Anyone that saw her out there, give me a shout. I'm only joking, obviously. And it's me and the boys at the minute, and I've got stuff I need to do quickly. And you look around, don't you? And you're on the phone, and you're looking at them, and you're telling them to get off tablets as well, and iPads and all the rest of it. I have something at the moment where we try and have tea together every night, no phones at the table. Then we might have a little bit of time once he's read his book and done his own work or whatever. But then when they're in bed, I'm on the laptop. So Sarah, all the time, she's a teacher. So from 8 till midnight normally, or 8 till whatever time we go to bed, I'll be doing something. And even, do you know, and you set my mind with this as well on things you've said. You can always be doing something.
Always.
Yeah, always. And I might not have content to schedule or, I don't know, whatever to be working on, but then is the next magazine? What's the next bit? What's the next thing? And that's what, when you just said about talking to friends and telling them to get out of the rat race or do something that you can monetize, I'm doing that with Alfie now. Like, even just thinking, mate, what can you do at an early age to understand? It's the world that we've talked about loads in it. When you talk about your family telling you about your job and you're crazy for leaving it, it's an old mindset of, work, go college, go school,
mate.
go college, go uni, get a good job, pay loads of fucking tax, and there you go. You should enjoy that.
Buy a house.
You should enjoy that,
by
the way.
More debt. So you go to school. What do you do? You go to school, you get good grades to go to college. You go to college, you get good grades at college to go to uni. You go to uni for 4 years.
I pay for it.
You get in a massive, massive amount of debt. What do you do then? You leave uni. You can't get a job
because you've got no
experience in what. So people end up. Like, I think it's 93% of people who go to uni don't end up doing what they went to uni for.
No way. Really?
So then, honestly, so then you're stuck with the debt. You then eventually get a good job. You try and pay your uni debt off. You buy a house. What's that? You buy yourself more debt. Yeah. So you get a 250
You've got a good job now, so you're on the higher tax bracket.
You get a 250 grand house. You let the mortgage run out. You end up paying 800 grand. So brilliant. You've paid your house off by the time you're 60 odd. What do you do then? You've paid your house off. You think, great, let's live for 10 years. You turn 70. What do you do then? You got to sell your house to go into a frigging care home, right? So that house that you just
you
spent...
leave the house to the kids, they get taxed on it.
Yeah? So then, what you've done, the kids have inherited the house money, then they've paid tax on that, then they have to remortgage the house to get another house, more debt. Then what? You die. Then they get taxed. And then...
you have to pay for a funeral.
All you've done is gone got dead smart with a load of information that you don't need. You've gone and got a load of debt, and now you've just put your kids in more debt. So what's the fucking point?
I tell you what, everyone, don't fucking bother. That's the end of the feedback.
Do you know what I mean, though? Like, what is the point?
No, mate, I know we could go way down into a deep, dark wormhole with all that, and I do agree. But I think that's maybe for episode 2.
Yeah.
Before we look under that. Let's get it back on track a little bit. Right, we've
went
started
off a little bit then.
Yeah, we started Motion Focus Media. Yeah. We're now a few years in. Yeah. Tell me about Project Film. Tell me about what's going on.
So I wanted to start making films, and the reason behind it, a load of people, and we do bits for different film franchises across the UK, like the Rise of the Foot Soldier stuff and Shogun films and stuff like that. And basically, a couple of them said, "Listen, you need to make film. You should make film. It'd be brilliant."
Yeah,
because
from real life experience.
Yeah. And they said, you know, your content, because I did a behind the scenes. What started it? I did a behind the scenes for a company called Shogun Films. Jonathan, he's done most of the massive British films, and he literally sent me an email. He sent me a voice message saying that's the best behind the scenes I've ever had for one of my movies. In fact, the footage looks almost better than the footage that's going to be in the film and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, that's incredible. And he put the idea into me. I'd sent me a load of scripts for I don't know if you've seen Nemesis, the big British film with like Danny Dyer and stuff. So he made that.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm going to send you the script. So he sent me the full script for that. And he said, listen, have a read through that. That's sort of how you write a script.
Right, I'll give you an idea of the format and what have you. Right, okay.
So it was sort of, and I sat there and looking at it and I was like, what would you make a film about? Because I don't want to just make a pointless film. I say pointless, I mean something that's not, you're just going to watch, forget about it.
British crime, drugs, guns, yeah. We've got enough of them.
Yeah, so then I spoke to Jonathan and I was like, what would you make a film about? And he was like, mate, you could make it about yourself. I'd watch that. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, look at everything that you've done and been through an army and Afghan and homeless and drugs, alcohol, all these things. He was like, and look where you are now. That's a film.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah. And you sort of get that imposter syndrome a bit then, don't you?
Of course, yeah, massive.
But I sat down with him and we just bullet pointed everything that had gone on in life, sort of thing. He was like, mate, this is a banger. But then sort of more so, there was more stuff since leaving the army that would make. So we had all these bullet points and I was like, you should do it about leaving the army. He said that would be brilliant. And, you know, highlighting the sort of issues that people come across when they leave, whether it is drugs, alcohol, homeless, you know, these big charities that aren't doing anything, you banging on the door, you know, not being able to get a job, you know, mental health problems, suicide awareness, you know, everything that sort of falls into that bracket.
Yeah, it's a massive problem that needs highlighting, isn't it?
Yeah. So I basically reached out to a load of me old army mates, stuff like that, and was like, I need a couple of stories of when you left and sort of big struggles that you hit. So we've just crammed everything in. So
right, okay.
It's sort of bits of mine, bits of everybody else's, and what everyone sort of hit. And the reason behind it was because not just as a film to sort of raise awareness for people that have ex-forces and the sort of problems and stuff and making more people help and bin these big charities off that aren't doing anything, but also something that can then proactively be used for people that are leaving the army or RAF, Navy to go, listen, watch this.
Pitfalls to avoid.
You're sold a dream when you leave, but actually this is everything that you're going to come across.
Right, okay.
So but then also with the credits, what I want to do is list all the people that are actually helping people. So if people can watch it, go, that's me, right? Okay, where do we go?
Here's your help. Yeah.
Credits. There's all the help you need.
Powerful.
And yeah, so basically, I was running around trying to get investment to sort of help with it. I've put sort of 80 grand of my own money into it already.
Jeez.
And basically, a lot of people who I was speaking to were like, well, how can we invest in something that you've never done before? I was like, right, okay, you know, I get that.
It's a good point.
Yeah, so then I was like, right, okay, what I'll do, I'll make a short film with a sort of basic budget that I'll fund myself. And I've had some help of other people as well. But do that as a concept to show people, right, okay, this is what we can do on a small scale.
Now, isn't it? Yeah.
Short's done, yeah. Just needs to do the music video for the end now, and then that's it.
Okay. Who's on that?
Megan Lee. She's insane.
Oh yeah, Megan. Yeah, of course.
Unbelievable, mate. So we've done that. That'll get done. And that's just like a sort of proof of concept to go, right, this is what we can do on a really small scale. This is what I want to do on a really big scale.
Brilliant.
Do you want to advertise or, help out or whatever people want to do to get involved? And do a little premiere night for the short film documentary.
Which we talked about, haven't we? Yeah, amazing. Yeah. That sounds absolutely amazing.
So yeah, and it's I just love it. I think I the way doing content and stuff like that and everything. But I'll always look at something and go, how can you tell? Like I like telling a story.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And I, without blowing me into it, I think I do that quite well in the video stuff. Is taking a story and sort of maximising impact on it through a really good video, like.
Yeah, and I think that's something we've touched on a lot, our same criticisms of what we see at times that are trying to, I don't know what words, you'd be creators, be content creators, create something for a business. Yeah. We see poor examples of it a lot. We 100%. We send each other stuff. We maybe don't want to go into our WhatsApps too much of
let's make them public. Let's put them all here, there, and everywhere else.
And stuff we send each other, but we see the same sort of poor execution of that. And I think that's something that can be levelled at you, is that that's not the case. Everything that I've seen, everything that you're part of, thus the reason for me doing the podcast off the quality of yours, I think that's something that can be never leveraged at you, is like, yeah, it's shit, because it isn't. Yeah. I think the level of quality of what you put out is brilliant.
Appreciate that.
With that, an interesting point to say is something that we've asked every FeedPod guest on this series is, what is your industry at the moment? In the industry that we work in, let's call media and content and all that kind of stuff, what's your pet hate of something that's going on there at the minute? And also, another side of that, if you had to shake up an industry, maybe not ours or maybe ours, what would you give a shake up? And obviously, military, we'll avoid that one as well.
How long have we got?
We got we got another one planned after this, but yeah, 10 minutes.
Pet hate.
Go on, pet hate.
Blaggers.
Right, yeah. Oh, I like it.
I'm going to be completely.
Say it how it is.
I'm going to be complete, and I do not beat around the bush. Blaggers. No, not all. You're very meticulous in what you do, right? And you bang on with what you do.
Yeah.
But they are, I would say, especially marketing in general now, is 99.9% blaggers.
Yeah, agreed.
In the sense of, and you tend to find it's. I'm not going to just say it's marketing, but I would say it's a lot buzzword, of crew and Nantwich.
Yeah, it's the new buzzword. Is I can do your marketing, I can do your socials. Off what fucking credentials?
No, you can't. Yeah, you can make a nice post on Canva off a design, and you know how to post something on social media.
Have you read my LinkedIn post yesterday?
That is not marketing.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't get me wrong, people are out of a place, whether there's a business who just haven't got time to put stuff online and they just want to run through, they don't want an ROI on it, they just want to put stuff out there.
3 posts a week scheduled that say, here, here's a nice template, here's another nice template, and here's another nice template. 3 times a week. There's ones that go, we can do your marketing, and this big long list.
For 99 quid a month?
Yeah, for 99 quid a month. What? Yeah. Can you?
No.
Right, okay, good luck with that. Yeah, but...
No. That's not marketing. That is just I don't even know what's... You're going on to Canva.
Doing your socials. I don't even know what that is. And in the long run, is probably more harmful than it is useful.
100%.
Because disengaged audience, expecting the same old shit.
Yeah.
It's just, you can
100%.
get that. And I had one recently, and I think I spoke about it with the Abode girls. Someone told me that they've got a really big business that they're just going to buy the current staff new phones. What and saying, oh yeah, but we're going to get Dave a new phone. Dave hasn't got a fucking clue what he's doing. Like buying him a new phone's all well and good. Like, are you serious? And this company turned over millions, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on then, blaggers. Yeah.
Yeah. So just people blagging, and it's not.
You said crew, specific to crew and Nantwich.
No, yeah, and listen, all I'll say is there's some amazing people that we do work with around here, but most of the time. It is far and wide, and London, Manchester, Birmingham, Liverpool, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the reason I tend to and that's people contacting us as well, not us reaching out. But I think a lot of people around here have never left Nantwich or crew. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean, a lot of people will blag their way into stuff. You've got marketing experts. They're good on Canva. They upload a couple. They're working from the kitchen table at home.
Yep.
They work with one client, and I've done since we were 16. Great, brilliant. I'm dead happy for you. But then don't go on LinkedIn
and try to advise
and say you're basically working for Grant Cardone on marketing and you're a TEDx speaker and this, that, and the other when you've done nothing.
It's
And-
dangerous. It's It's dangerous.
Yeah.
And it's what then gives, sorry, Richie, it's that gives the industry a bad name because then someone will invest their hard-earned cash in that. And then Lewis Kemp does it a lot on LinkedIn. And I really appreciate Lewis's opinion. He's like, before you give anyone any money, ask for some case studies. Ask for some work that they've done. Show me examples of how you've taken my industry, clothing, cars. Show me something that's tangible that you have done for someone else that relates to this.
Yeah.
Or what's your experience? Tell me what you've done in your career. Ops director, blah, 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 blah. Tell me why you've got here.
Yeah.
Not just, you can point a camera, can you? And here we go. Right, there's my money. Do
Honestly, you could speak to any of our clients, and the amount of people we start to work with, right, who initially will say, we don't use agents, we don't want to use any more agencies, we've had nothing off it. And like, you have to sort of go around all them people that have just been camera experts and stuff and say, listen, like, we are different. And I know everybody says that, but like, you know, you've got the people who are camera experts and does this, that, and the other, which is great.
And there's a place for it. There's a place for it
like,
if that's what you want. Yeah.
But like, you know, I won't say the names because I don't want people to try and poach them. But they wouldn't go there anyway. But, you know,
what names you were going to say?
Transport company in Belfast that we work with, right?
Yeah, you're there quite a bit, aren't you?
We started the year after. From that time to when we started to the year after, they tripled the turnover to what it was before.
There you go.
Turned over something like 8.4 million quid. The year before that, it was something like 3 million quid.
Yeah.
He swears blind that it was down to us. Another timber frame housing company in Belfast that we work with, again, they specialise in timber frame houses. Yep. We've worked with them since October. They've had £4.5 million worth of timber frame house builds just through TikTok.
Right, amazing.
Just through the video stuff and that, and the way we upload them and stuff. Like, there's all testimonials like that.
Yeah, and there's a strategy pre that.
Yeah.
There's lots of work pre that. That's not turning TikTok on either and filming a video of a timber yard. Yeah.
Exactly, like. And it's just, say it like, and I don't, when people will contact us around it, and it's not everybody, but if what you would normally get is, okay, well, you're going to charge me, let's just play devil's advocate. You're going to charge me £1,000 to do that. Tommy down the road will do it for £100.
Yeah.
Okay, go and use Tommy.
Yeah.
Like,
I've got in such a good place for saying that now.
Yeah. And,
I'm sorry you can't. I'm sorry you can't afford me
because you value what you do and you know what the value of it is.
Yeah.
If somebody else doesn't see the value of that, you don't want to work with them anyway because it's going to be a nightmare.
And there are some good ones, and quite rightly as you say, round here there are some good ones that I would refer people
Absolutely.
to. But yeah, I've got in such a good place. There's been 2 or 3 recently that I'm like, look, that's it. Well, is there any way we can move this and move that? No, that's what will give you value, and that's what will give you the return on what we think you need.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm sorry you can't afford my services.
Yeah.
But there's others over
when
here.
People say
you've contacted the feed.
Yeah,
you've seen what we've done.
Yeah, exactly.
You've
when
seen
people go, oh, that's too expensive. No, that's too expensive for your budget at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, but when you're ready, let us know.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you need to knock some off. No, that's what it costs. This is, we will do stuff.
But in the early days, you don't do. You knock it off.
You just go. Yeah, I want every client, and I get it. Like, but I think it's weird. It's so weird, and I don't know what it is. But a lot of it is round here, and you only I've only come across people like from locally.
Yeah,
and it pains me
and
I try to do stuff cheaper for smaller business and stuff like that.
I don't want to use the word small town mentality, but kind of it is a little bit.
Everyone's on the blag. Not everyone, but 99. You've got business coaches. They've never had a business. How are you going to teach me how to run a business when you've never had one by yourself?
Yeah.
There's other business coaches. They've had one business, it's gone bump, then they've gone to be a business coach. What are you teaching people like? And this is what I mean. There's a lot of, and I hope people don't fall into the trap because you're going to waste so much money when you could spend money on other things that are going to help your business more. Because so many people are wasting money on people who are blagging the way through life.
Yeah.
And will not get you a result.
Trying to figure out a way.
Yeah.
Don't learn how to do this on my money. Don't learn how to do this on my pound.
Yeah, exactly.
Figure it out. Get the skill, maybe. And listen, and it's all well and good. Not well and good. It's quite a comfortable place to be if you haven't got the skill to do something.
Absolutely.
And learning how to do it.
Yeah.
Going, do you know what? I haven't, ran a TikTok account before, but I'm going to try and do it.
Yeah.
Listen, motion focus. I'm going to try and do this with you, but don't pay me that. Pay me this. There you go. Yeah. And that is that. I'm using really bad examples there, but it's all well and good trying to learn it, but don't do it with someone else's cash.
Exactly. And listen, I'm not trying to be a dick about it. It annoys me that you could by doing that and blagging you could literally ruin someone's business.
Yeah, oh, yeah, 100%.
You could sell them the world and they go, listen, I'll be your business coach and I will get you to this point. All you've got to pay me is a grand a month and we'll get there. And they go, you could get someone saying, I go, listen, this is a big risk for me, but, you know, if we're going to 10x the business, let's do it. And then after that, 10 months down the line, they've had to get a loan to do it. They've got no cash flow. They've got no money. They're worse off than where they are. And then they go bump. Yeah. And it's that person's the blagger. It's their fault that's happened because they've, you know, and it's horrible going off people's vulnerabilities.
I'm not sure where I'm at, where I land on the coaching. Now, we'll put this out to the wider world and everyone will see it. I get it. I understand the value. If I am then going, right, you've scaled and sold an agency. Yep. Tell me how to scale and sell an agency that's like mine. Yep. Here's the model. Here's what I'm doing. Tell me how to do it.
LinkedIn messages loading.
Yeah. If you scale an agency, and do you know what? I get it.
Yeah.
If you've got to try and hold me accountable and have a check-in call with me every week to go, have you sent your emails? Have you done fucking what?
If you need somebody,
if you're doing that, I'm flabbergasted.
If you need some, and maybe whether this is right or wrong, and maybe a bit of the military side of it. If you need somebody, and this is just the way this is just personally, if you need somebody on your tail poking you, going, oh, make sure you do this, make sure you do that, you shouldn't be in business. You shouldn't. I say you shouldn't want to strive to do something bigger and better because you're not going to do it.
And also,
I
don't
motivate
waste your money.
myself.
Don't waste
I
your money.
keep myself accountable.
Yeah.
I motivate myself. I get myself out of bed. I make me do my own work. Nobody will ever tell me you need to do this. You need because I've already done it or I'm doing it.
I remember one from the early days when I first set it up. Someone jumped on me that was saying he could help me. He's like, "Do you know what you need to do to make more money when you're agency?" I'm like, "Yeah, go on and
be accountable,
charge more." I'm like, oh, fucking really? Yeah, wow, shit, man! I never would have thought that. Brilliant. Fucking hell! Thanks for that revolutionary piece of advice. I need to charge more to earn more money, and you need people around you doing it. Do I? Oh, again, fucking absolutely brilliant.
And they stack shelves at Tesco's.
Yeah.
They've never done it.
Golden nugget of advice there.
Yeah.
Right, we'll put that to one side for a minute and we'll try and get to a positive point on this. So we've done, what industry would you shake up? If you felt like you needed to give something a jig, what would you go for?
Charities.
Ah, right, nice.
Massively.
Okay. Yeah.
Charities. And I say this because...
we're going military specific here. Yeah.
I only know about the military side of it, but I can guarantee you that there's other charities within other different organisations, problems and solutions that other people are doing it. But the thing about charities, and it pains me, you are monetising off the back of people's problems. If you're not doing what you're raising money for, you are an absolute scumbag. And there is so many people, when I left the army, mate, I was sat in a doorway in crew. I rang Help for Heroes, Royal British Legion, Soldiers Off the Street, SAFA, all these massive army charities, right? And I'd never asked for help in my life. And I said to him on the phone, I said, listen, I am struggling. I'm sat in a doorway. My phone's got 5% battery left. I need help. Is there anything there? Because these are all the companies that I've seen over the past couple of years that are really helping people, right? Every single one of them, Ross, turned around and said, give us your number, give us your email. We're a bit busy at the moment, but as soon as we can help you, we'll give you a ring, drop you an email, and we'll get something sorted. Now, I've never changed my personal email. I've never changed my phone number since that day, and I've never been contacted to this day, and that was 11 years ago.
How many of those people make that call and aren't here anymore?
Hundreds. Thousands. On average, 5 veterans kill themselves every week. That's just the UK.
Wow.
On average. And I can guarantee you that is down to poor communication and people not doing what they say they're doing. Mad.
Wow, yeah, mad. Wow, tough one to kind of digest, that is, and a good point, I suppose, to raise, and that's on the positive side of what you're doing with the film and the awareness you're trying to raise.
And this is it with the film. If that is purely, obviously, what we spoke about, what it's for, but if I can do something right that it'll help one person, I'm happy.
Yeah.
But it's going to help so many more people. But in the sense that I'm going to make this, and so many people, I want to happen is so many, these big organisations, charities, stuff like that, because I'm going Parliament as well in November, which is hilarious. I'll burst into flames as soon as I walk through the door. But there's so...
I don't know, I think you should run for an MP.
No, don't even, I can't even spell MP. But, if I can do something that people turn around then and go, shit, we better sort ourselves
he's on a
out,
mission.
or he's going to breathe down our throats.
Yeah.
And they start doing what they're going to do, job done.
Watch this space.
Yeah.
Let's end it on this then. With that, 30, 60, 90, what does it look like for Motion Focus now? How are we going to end the year? Obviously, we know about the film in the pipeline. What's on? What's happening? What's the growth of the business? Talking new office? Talking new staff, aren't we?
Yeah.
Go on, where we at? What's happening?
So, end of this year, January, we start making a feature film, finish off the short film now.
When are we going to get to see the short film? When are we going to be able to see sight of that?
The only thing we have to do now is a music video, which won't take too long. But I would say the next couple of months, it'll be in the bag, done, out, when I come back off holiday.
So September-ish, we might see it,
Yeah, because we want to do like a little bit of a premiere night and maybe a bit of a fundraiser for the feature film and stuff. So where, people can get involved and sort of come down and watch it and see really, without me completely butchering it, it's what it's about and stuff like that. So wanting to do that before the end of the year. So that's that. Next year, mammoth task film, like that will take up most of next year. Staff just taking on a new apprentice there. Ollie, he's unbelievable, absolutely brilliant. And it's a breath of fresh air because the lad's 16.
Yeah.
And he is like, it's very hard to find somebody like that.
It is, yeah.
But so then Ollie, and then I need to take on a sales manager. That's next.
Right, okay, good.
So do that. And then I will then be showing Ollie what to do for the sort of rest of next year, get him to be me, and then just replicate that whole process.
No one can be
No, I know. But nearly as good as. I don't
as
know.
If you're going to corrupt this young 16-year-old.
I don't know. I think
he's going to come in, sleeve tattoos.
I tell you what,
got a trim beard.
He'll give me a good run for his money, I think, eventually, because he's got the right noggin on him, and he'll do so well, like.
Amazing.
But yeah, and then I don't know. I honestly
more of the same. More of the same.
Yeah, like I'm just enjoying life. Like
fitness,
everything's good.
Keeping fit, feeling good. Off the ale.
Getting fit.
Off the ale.
Yeah, absolutely.
6 months are you on, maybe, or something?
I think it's 7 months. Well, it was Christmas last year.
Yeah, brilliant,
Christmas
mate.
last year, and
we'll do the next one, part 2. So Richy Thrower, thank you very much, and part 2 will be when you've done a year.
Let's go.
So we'll do it. There we
Get
go.
in.
Feed
Sweet,
Pod
mate.
is season 1. Done.